guys, I'm Christopher Wehkamp. I am the voice of your sensei, Eraserhead.
Hello, I'm J. Michael Tatum, and I'm the voice of your class president, Tenya Ida.
Hello, I'm Brandon Mcinnis, and I am Sir Night-Eye, who you might know absolutely nothing about. Yet.
Mystery character.
Good morning, I'm Justin Briner, and I play Deku.
Hi, I'm Colleen Clinkenbeard, and I play Momo Yaoyorozu, and I direct the series.
Hi, everybody. I'm Luci Christian. Who do I play?
Ochako.
I play Ochako. Okay, so really I'm Eric Vale, and I play Shigaraki.
And now, I ran it yesterday. Justin can run it today.
Okay, so here's the
Somebody-
rules.
Nuh-uh.
No, that's.
Justin Briner, Michael Tatum.
What? Don't look at me.
Hey, so, all right.
So do we already have a plan? Is that, hello? Have you lined up?
Oh, it looks perfect.
Just have it off to the side.
Well, first off, can I interject? I did this yesterday and it was a lot of fun. You guys get your energy up. Everybody get ready to have a good time today about My Hero Academia. Let's do 1, 2, 3, and plus ultra. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3. You guys are great.
You clap now.
So we had somebody that was ready to moderate this thing, but I think maybe they stepped away.
Can't understand anything.
So we'll moderate it.
That's fine. You can step over the mic.
And go.
Oh, she's standing. She's right there.
I think.
No crying, Colleen.
Yes.
Oh, no.
No crying.
No. Don't.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
First, everybody, I think we need to congratulate J. Michael Tatum and Brandon on their recent engagement. Brandon has definitely set the standard of Paris and Shakespeare. We're all in trouble
We
now.
have a reputation to uphold, so thank you.
My question is, I have everything from kindergartners to 12th graders because I teach music and theater in Los Angeles. And my little ones love Naruto all the way up to Attack on Titan and Tokyo Ghoul, but My Hero Academia tends to be kindergarten through 12th grade through adults to special needs kids like my son. And I was just wondering if you can say what you think it is about My Hero Academia that kind of has that lovely, overwhelming arc that just everybody loves it and is very popular.
It's a good one. Yeah. I'll start. I think it's because it's an amazing ensemble. There are, kids. There are relatable kids in the cast. There are relatable adults in the cast. So there's kind of somebody for everybody. So I think there's that. But I also think they do such a good job of creating an interesting universe, kind of like Star Wars does. Star Wars also has really broad appeal because within that universe, there's something for everybody. It's a very rich universe. There's a lot of stuff to see. There's a lot of. I love the fact that almost everybody's got a quirk. So every time they show a background scene, there's like 10 people in the background who have quirks, and I'm like, oh, I want to know who they are. Like, what is their power? So I think it's just a really appealing world in that way. What do you think?
True, I agree. For me personally, I think the draw is that it's, at the end of the day, I think the larger message of the show is it's about these people coming into their power in various ways, like learning who they are and what their limits are and what they can do to engage and be good and whatever that means to them. And I think that appeals to all of us because that's all our journeys. Whether we have quirks or not, it's all about discovering, who am I? Where do I fit into this crazy thing? How do I make a difference? And that's what all the characters in the show are learning to do. And I think that's intensely appealing for everyone because we're like, somewhere in that show, there's someone that resonates with you personally.
Yeah.
Justin.
Yeah, that was good, man. Yeah.
Just on a base level, I think the animation is lovely. That's always part of the appeal. But I think culturally, superheroes are kind of a big thing right now. They're pretty popular. But what I really love about the show is that it subverts a lot of these superhero tropes in really clever ways. Like, for instance, the prodigies of Class 1A are the ones that deal with the most anxiety and like lack of self-worth. So I just think it's a lot of really good character-driven moments that you can really root for as an audience.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If your characters were not born with quirks, what kind of life do you think they would live?
I think I said this yesterday, but I think it bears repeating. I think Tenya would be a TSA agent. And very happy at being one.
I'm gonna try to come up with a new one each time, I think, because I said one yesterday, but I'm not gonna say the same one I said yesterday. I think you would see Aizawa at a lot of anime conventions, and it would be always unclear like where he got his income from. And he would be very shady, just a shady character, very into the anime. I think that's my answer for today.
Would he be like the Tommy Wiseau of?
Yes, the Tommy Wiseau, yes. Oh, hi, Mark. Yeah.
Where are you getting all this money?
Oh, hi, Mark. Yeah.
I think if it were a world where nobody had quirks, Yaoyorozu would maybe have a little bit more confidence than she does in the show, because a lot of her confidence stems from the fact that she is actually who would have been a super successful student and person in a normal world, but suddenly it got turned on its head and everybody has powers, so even the class bully who doesn't care anything about schoolwork can be a hero, because that's what we're studying now. That's what's important now. And it's kind of turned everything on its head. So I think she might actually thrive a little bit more in a world that didn't have superpowers. And it's part of what's fun about her character is seeing how she comes to grips with the fact that she has no control over how successful she is in that realm. Like in just dealing with quirks, she has to find a way around it in her own personality, which is really fun.
I would think Shigaraki would probably be the kind of guy who would work at a guitar center and look down his nose at you when you tried to buy something. It's like three guys who were like, I was that guy.
I think Sir Night-Eye would be the most Japanese of Japanese salarymen, which means that he would do things that should not be done with Microsoft Excel, like make greeting cards.
Deku was born without a quirk, so let's not go back to that.
Thank you.
Let's not go backwards.
Hello. So my question's not about Hero Academia. Sorry. I was wondering, you guys. No, man. Sorry. I'll be better tomorrow.
All right.
My question is, you guys have all done a lot of roles. What's a role that you've done that you wish more people kind of were like, man, I wish you saw that show, or man, I wish more people talked to me about that role, or something like that?
Oh, yeah. Desert Punk for me.
There you go.
Aw, yeah. That's a good one. Good Luck Girl?
Yes.
I would play her all day.
You're awesome in that
Every
show, by the
day.
way.
Thank
Just wanna
you.
say.
I always love when people have seen Nanbaka.
That's a great choice.
Amazing.
I played a character named Corteo in a show called 91 Days that he wrote.
That's awesome. I played a character named Burnaby in a feature-length film called Empire of Corpses, which I really love.
You were great in that.
I really like that character, and I wish people just don't know about it. I wish they did. It's a really good movie.
I wish that Space Battleship Yamato was a bigger deal in America. Because it's such a good show, and I'm the lead, and so watch it sometime.
You guys are all awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, hello again.
Hello.
Hi, so this question is for Colleen Clinkenbeard again. So do you voice direct yourself, or do you have other voice directors directing you?
I direct myself when I cast myself in a show, yeah. If I'm working with another director on their show, clearly they direct me. And we'll even go out of our way to make sure that I'm not directing myself, if that's the case. But yeah, if I'm in my own show, my hero, I direct myself. I don't cast myself as leads. That's a rule.
Boy, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That's okay. Hello. With My Hero Academia, it has really built upon my self-confidence because how Deku had built as a character. Because in the beginning, you see it as Deku like had no quirk, and then he finally like built upon, and he finally gets a quirk. Sorry. My question is that what was your guys' favorite scene in My Hero Academia?
Todoroki and Izuku fight, the Silver Surfer thing going on.
I agree with that. It's
I got chills.
Just a beautiful moment.
Every time I watch it, I get chills.
I can't watch it anymore.
Yeah.
I try.
For me, it's a toss-up either between the scene where Tenya is balancing himself on top of the exit sign, telling everyone to calm down, because it's such a great just moment. Like it sums him up perfectly. But I also really later love the scene during the Stain arc when he's in the alley and he is losing. That's a hard thing to watch, and like watching him go through that is one of my personal like moments when we recorded the show. But
Ladies and gentlemen, Luci Christian.
Oh, really?
What?
It wasn't on your schedule. Hi, Lucy.
Not her fault, by the way.
Would you like to have a seat?
Hey, everybody.
Yay!
Late night and all.
Hi, Lucy.
Hi, you guys.
Oh my god.
Lucy, what's your favorite scene in this show?
Oh, my favorite scene in the show. Well, I'm gonna go early just because it was the first really memorable thing. But during the tournament, Ochako and Bakugo's fight was my first kind of taste of what she's capable of and how she bounces back. You know, how she sort of looks at life. I think you learn a lot about her right there.
Favorite team?
That's fine.
I reserve the right to change my mind on this because there's too many good scenes, right? But the one that comes to mind right now as a favorite scene is when Eraserhead is confronted by Dobby for the first time. But then it turns out, spoiler alert, that it's Dobby's clone, and then he stomps him to death.
I like our version of that, which was an outtake, which was just Chris going, stompy stomp, 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 stomp,
stompy stomp.
I also really like the scene just recently with Bakugo and Izuku. I won't spoil it, but that scene really twisted my heart. Don't tell Cliff.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi again.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, this is for everyone this time. I'm so, who is your cutest and cuddliest character other than My Hero Academia?
Honey Senpai.
Or in a...
That is the easiest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what she said.
Yeah, he is a sweetie pie and a spicy quiche.
I like this guy.
I feel like Chibi Romano, maybe.
Wait, say again?
Chibi Romano in Hetalia.
Oh, I see.
Oh, wait, no, Himawari and Shinshan.
Wait, what about Matsu from Sekirei?
I don't know that I would go with super cute for her. She's, like, really hot.
She looks like a chipmunk sometime.
So do I, so I feel her sister.
Probably Nico from Nanbaka.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone else?
Keita Amino from Gamers.
Oh, he is a cutie and
Keita
cuddler.
Amino.
I'll say Inspector Arima from Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh, wait, what about Odana from Kakurio?
That's a bold choice.
I know, right?
I'd say Sebastian because he's cute and I'd cuddle with him anytime.
Totally.
If only, right? Like, it's in your contract, Sebastian.
Wait, Eric, what about your cutie and cuddler?
Yeah, what about yours, Eric?
I said what Lucy said.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? What about Yuki Soma?
Yeah, he's okay.
Okay. Hey then, thank you though.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Good morning, by the way, just so you know that. This is for a question for Ada. Do you think you're faster than Sonic? I'm sorry, I had the question.
He's a hedgehog, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even if we're going at the same speeds, like I'm gonna outpace him, easy.
You got that. And one more thing. I found your twin brother. I have a photo.
Am I about to find out that I have a brother that I wasn't aware of?
You do. You do.
This is a hell of a way to start a Saturday.
You don't have the glasses though, but Where is that? Okay.
Whoever it is, it better be cute, or we're gonna have words.
Okay.
I love people like, I found your
I'm gonna
doppelganger,
around.
and it's somebody you're like, ew. I mean,
You're
oh,
just
thanks.
like, what the hell is that? Here, let me show you.
I disagree. So strongly.
That was a risky play.
That was a risky play that did not play out for you. I'm so sorry.
Just, like my friend, he like has the glasses, and I tell him every time, like, hey, it's your twin brother. And he's like, shut up.
I do want you to know, guys, that I actually kind of haunt among you. All I have to do is take my glasses off, and no one knows it's me. It's like a reverse Superman.
True,
I'm like, I want to go
but
to the dealer's room. Zoop, and they're like, where did Tatum go?
Where is he? Did he disappear?
So funny. The glasses.
But yeah, that's just my question. But anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm still trying. You can hear me with this mask on, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Just don't zip it.
Good. Sorry. My question is, from My Hero, which character in the series do you find most relatable?
Most relatable.
Most relatable, okay. Everyone's like, no one.
Maybe Momo, actually. Yeah, maybe Momo. Suyu would be a good second, but yeah. Who doesn't relate to insecurity?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I think Tinya is very relatable to A-type personalities, of which I am one. So, like, I get him because it's not just. It's easy to poke fun at the guy because he has like everyone has to be doing this all the time because it's kind of how I am too, I suppose. But they really do a good job of portraying like kind of what that costs him in terms of like what he has to do and how it kind of puts him in a position often to like be seen by everyone as like, oh, that guy. Even though he's a good person. But I think Deku is incredible.
Deku. You know what's going to be awesome is if we all relate to our own characters because I'll feel like casting was spot on.
Yes. No acting involved for any of us. We're just playing us.
I'll say
Yeah.
Ms. Joke.
Oh, her.
Interesting choice.
Because I think she's just so endearingly awkward, I suppose. And I like to think of myself as the same on my best days. See?
It was perfect. That was perfect.
I'm not saying anything.
I relate a lot to Deku, certainly, but I also relate to Froppy because she has all the qualities of a frog, and so do I.
So, everybody in this room has been in a bad mood before, right? Right? Yeah. One guy's like, nope. Awesome. Don't do drugs. But so we've all been in a bad mood before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And when you're in that really, really bad mood place, and somebody walks by you and they're laughing and happy and having the best day, don't you look at them and just go, you son. So that's why I identify most with Shigaraki.
Casting.
I thought you were going to say Bakugo for a second.
No.
I will totally say Ochako. I think she is incredibly relatable. I think she and Deku have some shared qualities, also in how they feel. No, anyway, but also I'm also play Recovery Girl, and I think I find qualities in her too. She is not afraid of All Might. She's not afraid of anyone. She looks at a situation and kind of goes, hey, you need to take care of yourself. Or, hey, this is like, she's like that. And I can be like that in my real life.
I could see you grandmaing like that.
I would totally grandma like that. Yes.
I would talk about Night Eye, but I couldn't do that without unleashing a torrent of spoilers, so I won't do that. Instead, I'll say Deku, I think, because there are points in your life when you have absolutely no idea what you're doing and you still have to charge valiantly forward. And I think we've all been in some kind of situation like that, and that's why I say Deku.
Full of rage and no idea what you're doing.
Right. Otherwise known as life.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Can't make an omelet without breaking a couple bones.
What? Sorry.
Deku can't, for sure.
Can't make an omelet without breaking a couple bones. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Omelets.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Who's your favorite character besides yourself?
Todoroki.
It's
I
always
like
a race
him
to
too.
see who says it
I
first.
know. Yes, Todoroki. Also Froppy, but also really All Might.
It's very difficult to find a better character than that guy. It's awesome.
Yeah, All Might.
I have been digging Toga recently. I like her chipper demeanor. She's always got a smile on. It's positivity.
She's a great character.
Yes.
Oh, Deku.
Deku.
Today, my answer is Endeavor, because he has a fire beard. I mean, that's amazing, and also.
Everyone's like, no, you're incorrect to feel that way.
His beard is made of fire.
Automatically forgive anything else.
Exactly. Nothing else
Fire
matters.
beard.
Also, his voice actor, Patrick Seitz, is amazing. So I really like it.
It's very true.
Justin and I feel very similarly about. We've had conversations about, because there are wide swaths of fans who feel the same way that
Yes.
Endeavor is a big favorite, and you see a lot of fan art of him. And Justin and I both feel like, no,
He's a bad man.
he's a bad guy. And with the redemption thing, stop it.
Try a little.
All right. Hi. Well, definitely this is an interesting situation, having everyone staring at me. Not really used to this. Anyways, so I really feel like, just from what I've seen, My Hero Academia is really about self-confidence and really building it. And as the seasons have gone by, I've really noticed a lot of the change in the characters. And rather, the question I'm going to be asking is not really about it's not really about the series, but rather just some personal advice. How do you guys really deal with self-esteem? How do you guys really? I've just of course just getting into these characters and really seeing their personalities. Yeah. What can you really take away from that to really put in your own life?
That's a great question.
That is
Thank you.
Beautiful question.
a good question. Ooh. Why don't we
Somebody
start on that end?
Yeah, I'll say, doesn't matter what you're doing. You have to make a commitment to yourself to not give up. So whether that's you want to be a voice actor, whether you want to be an animator, whether you want to be the very best accountant, so not giving up means that you are accepting the fact that you're going to fail, make mistakes, look like an idiot, be a fool, make wrong decisions, and you're accepting that you will still continue to do it. So I think every shonen anime is basically that idea, but this one in particular, I think, really hammers it home in an exciting way. So I'll say that.
I think it's really important to remember that, I don't remember who said this exactly, but the words really carry a lot of weight with me. It's whenever you look to someone that you compare yourself to and you think, God, I'll never be that. They're only where they are because they've failed more than you have, period. And that's something, I think for me personally, but I think for most of us, our biggest barrier to being, to just feeling like we have a right to who we are, is fear. And that's fine. You're going to feel it. It's a natural thing. It's been with us for a very long time, but we add another dimension to it where we judge ourselves for being afraid. And we make it so much worse by being, oh, I'm such a coward. When being afraid is natural and fine, and there's nothing wrong with it. You're gonna feel it when you feel it, but judging yourself wanting because you're afraid of something is a waste of energy. Because it's not fair. It's not fair to yourself. It's not fair. You can't help how you feel. You can help with what you do with it. And someone one time also said that being courageous has nothing to do with not being afraid. It's about being afraid and doing it anyway. If you ever find yourself like with a lack of confidence that's driven by anxiety, which is usually the case, I find just kind of telling yourself, really the only difference between like fear and excitement, if we were to take you and put you like in an EKG or whatever and like do like an analysis of like, you know, what parts of your brain are lighting up and what your body is doing in those moments, the only difference between fear and excitement is the story you're telling yourself in your head about what your body is going through. So if you can just change the narrative and practice it every day to go, instead of being like, oh God, I'm gonna screw up, this is gonna be worse, and just change the narrative like, let's see what happens. It's something you get better at every day, and just accept that you're gonna fail, you're gonna be afraid, and that's cool because that's how we move forward. Does that make any sense?
It does.
Cool. Thank you.
This might just be another way of rewording that. I don't intend it to be, but insecurity is really just a reflection of allowing other people's thoughts to infect how you feel about yourself. And one of the hardest things in the world to do is to stop caring about that. But it is really, really easy to be the most perfect you can be. You just have to stop thinking about the other people and believing that what they think about you matters more than your experience of your life. And that doesn't mean that you can't work on yourself and be better with the people around you and try to make other people happy. That's not what I'm saying, but it's looking at yourself as a reflection of what other people see of you is a mistake. And I think it is one of the hardest things to do, but once you turn it off, it makes the most difference in self-confidence.
Well, it's called self-confidence. It's called self-esteem. It's not called esteem based on what everyone else thinks about me in any given moment. So it's about how you reflect on yourself, right? Everybody hates themselves from time to time or loves themselves from time to time. For me personally, it all comes down to the bottom line. For me, the worst thing that, like, you know, I'm a father, I'm a husband, my family means the most to me in the world. So for me, the worst thing that could happen to me is death, right? That's the end, that's over, I'm not doing my job anymore. Okay, so nothing that I'm putting myself in front of, short of jumping out of a plane, which I'm not gonna do, is that bad. You know, getting up in front of a group of people and talking about my feelings, well, it's not death to me. And that's how I wrap my head around it, you know? And everybody has their own little way to do that.
I would, everything these people said is just right, and as you grow up, and some of you are older in the room, you know, you kind of learn to deal with yourself in these ways. For me, the biggest thing, I have an anxiety disorder, so it's confidence and stuff like that, and fear is real easy for me and my brain. But what helps me is to surround myself with people who can speak truth to me and let me know if I unload a little bit and they go, that's not true. That really helps me, people who are for my good. I also have to be careful about what I let in. So there's a point where me and social media actually do not get along. It intake too much, it's too negative, it's too competitive. There are all these things, and it can really infect me if I'm not careful. And so, I think as you grow older, you start to figure those things out and turn the dials up or down, how they serve you, and help you live your life in a way that you're surrounded by people you trust, and that you feel good about yourself and your work, you know?
Well, honestly, thank you very much. And you guys are like the first cast I've talked to, and I've honestly learned more here than I have with the 3 months I've been with a therapist. And honestly, Yeah.
Congratulations for going, though.
Yeah, that's
Thank
good.
You. But like, I
Therapy
mean,
is
just
good.
like the advice that you guys have given me, like I've just been really struggling it for a while, and I'm just really glad that I could really get advice from you guys. And thank you.
Woo!
Also, J. Michael, congratulations.
Aww.
But not Brandon.
Yeah. No.
I think what you guys are doing with the show is very amazing with the voice actors because I'm pretty sure we can all relate to the characters at some point. But my question is, what is your favorite show, just in general? It could be anything.
Oh, what's your favorite show?
Oh, like
Oh.
any medium?
Like any medium?
Yeah, any medium.
My
West
favorite
Wing.
show of all time is Breaking Bad. And my favorite animated show right now is Castlevania, but I can't watch season 2 because I don't have time. I gotta make some time. Binge that thing because it's so awesome.
Yeah, I'm with you on Breaking Bad, but I'll give a different answer just because, yeah, it's interesting. I love the show Deadwood. Do you remember Deadwood? That came on HBO like 1,000 years ago. So good, so well written. It just kind of ended sadly. They canceled it, but
it's coming. They're bringing back for the movie.
now they've been saying that for like 8 years.
They're in production.
They've been in production for like 8 years. It's never going to happen. They're actually trying to build a time machine to go back in time to the Old West. It'd be great. I'll totally watch it, but they better hurry because not all those actors are going to like live much longer if they don't get to it. Like that show is like 20 years old. That's right. But my favorite like anime, just because you mentioned it, is it will still and probably always be Cowboy Bebop. That's the anime that got me back into anime, and the dub that got me back into watching dubs because it's so good and it holds up so well.
My favorite anime is older. Does anyone know the show Galaxy Express 999?
Yes.
Anyone? Like classic, epic space opera. Like that's mine.
I've really been loving The Good Place recently.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I don't know if it's my favorite of all time, but it's definitely my favorite in recent memory, and that's all I can remember. So, favorite anime, maybe Full Metal.
The West Wing is my favorite of anything ever in the world. It was playing at my wedding. It was playing at the birth of my child. And yes, I recognize that's sad. And anime, this one, I like My Hero. I really love My Hero. I like Fruits Basket. I like Steins Gate. I like Full Metal. But My Hero Academia is my favorite anime.
I have an unhealthy addiction to Friends. It's not good.
It makes me so happy to know that about Aaron.
What?
I said it makes me so happy to know that.
I know, right?
I
It
love
did me
that.
too.
Yes. Like serious TV, we finished The Americans, and I was sad it was over. I don't know if anybody else watches that, but it is an amazing show. But I will tell you that I just totally mainlined the Gilmore Girls all the way through because I know I need an antidote to political climate. And so I took mine in Stars Hollow with like a delicious cappuccino, hazy New Englandy sweaters and things. Also British TV, Call the Midwife and all of the bake-offs. I will watch that all day long.
Yeah.
All day long.
All day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
So congrats on your engagement.
Thank you.
I don't know if you guys had gotten this question before, but if you guys could have a quirk yourselves, what would you want?
What's your answer today, Chris?
Spin the wheel.
Would it be cool if I just kept a running list and every time I got asked this question, I read off like, okay, here's what I said 2 years ago. And that's no insult to you at all. It's a very good question. It's an interesting question. Yesterday I said I would like the ability to make pizza appear whenever I wanted to.
But only pepperoni.
But only pepperoni because I'm kind of a masochist. So
That's
force
what my
myself
brother
to
would
be
have.
tough about it. Today I'm going to say that I would be able to jump like really, really high, but I'd also have to live with like giant kangaroo legs everywhere I went. That'd be fun.
Where would you get pants?
I see a lot of
Maybe
kilts in your future.
no more pants.
That's a quirk in and of itself.
No pens.
This quirk keeps getting better.
I would love the ability to just stop time long enough to get around people going too slow. Like, not for any length of time, but like, I have this weird thing, like I'm a tall person with really long legs, so when I walk, even when I'm trying to be slow, it's like blah, blah, blah. I walk like an AT-AT. And so even someone going like, when Brett and I walk next to each other, one of us has to change the way we walk considerably, or we can't be at pace. Either he has to be like, huh, 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 or I have to be like, and so I would love to just like have a little time of like, excuse me, boop, and just get around that person like.
I get all my cardio in a day walking next to this guy. Mine would be portals. Create portals to go wherever I wanted, because when you get home from the grocery store and you remember that one thing you went to the grocery store for, and you get home and you realize, I didn't get that one thing, you could just zip right back, get the butter, come back, it'll be great.
That is exactly what I was about to say.
Really?
What? Really? How many times it's like, I need 4 eggs, I've got 1. All day long.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
I feel
okay.
you.
This is great. That's a good one.
I would wish for the ability to, if you write something on the back of your hand, you can take it off like a Post-it note and put it somewhere to remember, and then you can write directions on it, and then when someone asks, hey, do you know where you're going, you can say, yes, just like the back of my hand.
Nice, that's a good one.
Wait, so you're essentially leaving. Wait, so like for you, passive-aggressive like roommate notes are actually your flesh.
Do the dishes. Wow.
They're just like, oh, ew, ew. That's his hand. Ew.
I'm gonna change my answer up today as well. Yesterday I said I wanted Robin from One Piece's all of her hands. I wanted that as a quirk. Today I'm gonna say I wish that I had the quirk once a day when I woke up. I reset the entire world at peace, like all bad emotions gone. Just for for the beginning of the day, you can mess it up all you want for the rest of the day. I will reset it. At the beginning of the
So
day.
if everything's like going to pot, we're just like, when is Colleen gonna wake up?
Yeah, that's right.
You just slip her some sequel.
There have
You need to
been
go
like
to sleep.
50 murders since she went to
My
sleep.
house is on fire. When is Colleen gonna wake up?
Oh my God. Suddenly you getting insomnia is a problem for the whole world.
That's exactly right. Yes, yesterday I think I said I wanted a multiplier quirk so that I could be in multiple places, but I will switch it up too. I would like to have a reverse anxiety quirk where I touch someone and suddenly they are filled with doubt.
It could have gone to a positive place.
I'm not gonna lie, there's some places where that'd be
Not
really,
confident,
really
right,
handy.
right. Well, because what I'm immediately thinking is that Ochako and Bakugo are fighting, and she touches him, and suddenly he's like, "Whoa, am I too aggressive? Whoa, whoa, maybe I should rethink this. Whoa, sorry, everybody. Whoa."
I thought you were gonna be all altruistic and take their anxiety and give them your peace, but no.
I still want to win. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. Oh, Jesus.
I love watching everyone
Hi,
react to their voice like, hi, oh my God, is that me? Welcome to our world.
Hi. So I'm a manga reader, and I'm all caught up. But this is a question that's not spoilers or anything. But when you're getting ready to voice for a new season, like season 4, which I'm really excited about, good job, you guys. Do you go ahead and research what will happen to your character in the story, or do you prefer to be surprised?
My answer is no, absolutely not. I don't want to know anything.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, for me, and it's every actor sort of has their process. So my very first lead role I ever did was in a show called Laughing Under the Clouds. And if you haven't seen it, the first episode lulls you into a feeling of like, oh, I've seen this 100 times. And then it turns left, and then it turns left again, and then it turns left again. And so my director, Joel McDonald, didn't tell me anything at all. And I came into the studio one day, and the lights were off. in the recording booth, which was abnormal. And I was like, hey, what's up? Is this off for a reason? He's like, oh, well, you can turn it back on if you want, but it might set the mood also. And I was like, okay. And then we started getting into basically my death scene. And yeah. And so that was incredibly powerful. That moment of not knowing was really powerful. Now, at the same time, it's really hard to avoid spoilers. So, for example, in the case that, God forbid, Eraserhead should someday perish, I'm sure I'll find out, right? Because it'd be almost impossible. It'd be impossible to not find out because of social media. But I want to know as little as possible. That's my answer.
I'm the same way. I like not knowing because it forces me to be incredibly present with the material when I'm right in front of it. Case in point, I mentioned earlier the scene in the alley where Stain and Ida are fighting, and Ida is paralyzed and his friends are about to die because of a choice he made, a bad choice. That moment where he says, I can't watch this, is such a real thing. And that's me just reacting to what I'm seeing.
I can actually tell.
And the words just happen to fit what I was thinking. So I'm like, oh my God, I can't watch this. And that's a very real thing. I find I can only get those moments if I don't go into the box, into the booth with an idea. Like if I know I'm going to die that day, for example, or something, I'll get in my head about it. And rather than play to the reality of the scene, I play to an expectation. I give myself a bunch of boxes to check, and it just puts me in my head, and it's much harder to act through that than to just be present and just go, whoa, and to react to what you're seeing it for the first time. So I don't like knowing at all.
I like the idea of not knowing. I think that is noble and good and powerful. And that's not me and my hero at all.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's great, it's fine. When Colleen called me in, she just dropped all of these just scintillating hints of just like, ooh, ooh, ooh. I couldn't help myself. I just couldn't do it. I'm sorry, Colleen. For other shows, I'll try to not research, because I like to be surprised as well, but I couldn't. I couldn't avoid the siren song of my hero.
Yeah, I've been current with it for about 3 years. I can't get enough. Sorry. Generally the same answer. I do try to avoid material when I'm doing stuff, but in this case, I can't.
Yeah. When I'm acting, usually I would prefer not to know ahead of time. When I'm directing, I want to know absolutely everything. So I am also current. Well, not quite current. I think there are probably a few chapters out that I'm not caught up on in Japan. But yeah, I read the manga on this one.
I don't know how to read, so they just say the lines to me and I copy them when we record.
He's got great memory.
So I can't catch up beforehand.
Yes, I usually don't want to know.
Okay.
It's helpful if I don't know.
Okay. Well, thank you, Brandon and Tatum. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. You both are so adorable. I cannot get enough. Thank you.
Just for the record, a few of us also are married up here, and no one's congratulating anybody here. And we've been doing it for a lot longer.
You have.
Like decades.
I'll give you that.
Congratulate us on still being here.
We're still married. I mean, not all three of us to each other.
Hey guys, congratulations.
Thanks, Michael.
All right, so like most people, I really like doing a lot of stuff based off movies and TV shows. I like making my own original characters, and I love writing stories online. So I was wondering, do you guys have any idea what it would be like if you guys met your own characters? Like what the interactions would be like, and vice versa?
Oh God.
If we met our own characters.
It'd be a lot of gesturing.
Yeah, a lot of gesturing on my part. Hopefully we're not at a restaurant together, Ida and I, because we would take out the waitstaff without even meaning to. I think Ida and I would just get together and talk about how frustrating everyone else is for not being there. Like, where is everyone? It's already 2 minutes till. Yeah.
I think Eraserhead would dismiss me pretty easy. I think because I'm an actor, he would just kind of be like, oh, you're an actor. Okay. I think he'd just move on. Just move on.
I don't think Sir Night-Eye would find me serious enough at all.
God, no. No, not at all.
I think we can get along. I think we can find some common ground.
There's a
find
chance.
Something to geek out about, maybe.
There's a chance you
There's
might
a
be
chance.
Yeah, Momo and I would probably get along pretty well, actually, to my chagrin.
Yeah, Shigaraki and I would be fine.
What does that say about you? Sorry.
What do you mean? You know me.
I do. It's accurate.
Yeah. Jocko and I would be fine. I would put her to work. Taking my kids to school. Like, getting my groceries. Like, yeah. Here, touch them and have them just morph over 6 streets. And I'll
She
stay
would
in
be
my
a great
jammies.
moving service.
She would be a great moving service. Haha. It's my kingpin moving service there. Yeah.
I like that.
Like-
Great. That's like real Airbnb.
Oh, no.
Sorry, I'm going to workshop that and get back to you.
Get out.
Congratulations. That's going to be my go-to every time.
My new quirk is going to be to fix that.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Plus Ultra.
Let's all try.
Hello there.
What's up?
Hi.
Hi.
What's been the hardest voice line to record, whether it be to its emotional weight or its general difficulty?
The part where I'm running in season 2, and I've got Coda, and I'm holding him, and I'm running and talking. It's surprisingly hard to act like you're running and talking and be as disinterested sounding as. Colleen and I spent a couple takes, put it that way, on that one to really make it sound like it was still Eraserhead, because every time I would start doing the running and the exert sort of sounds for the running, my voice would start sounding like higher and like it was hard to still maintain his like, because even when he's, you know this, you're dressed as him. Even when he's in mortal danger, he doesn't really care. Like if he dies tomorrow, he's just like, well, I died, so I died. You know, he's incredibly aloof in that way. So sometimes it's hard to be really intense and aloof at the same time. Try it sometime. It's tricky.
That's true. The Stain arc stuff, especially the scenes with his brother when he was like talking to him and like crying, that's really hard because it just got me to see what he was going through, this poor guy. But on a lighter note, when in episodes in the last season where all Tenya's doing is running back and forth in the background training for like that's really hard because we would laugh because it's just him and I'd be like what is he doing? And just getting through that is funny because it's just like whole episodes of and we have so many outtakes of me just saying stuff like, I'm still here. When do I get a line, Colleen?
My 2 lines so far were the most difficult of the show that I've recorded. I would say they were pretty equal in difficulty, finding that place, you know. I had to stretch.
Every time there's a smash in the show is a journey of, what's gonna come out of my mouth this time? So when we saw the movie over the summer and they did there's a smash in it to say the least, and I watched that and I was like, oh. Okay. But yeah.
But you kicked that out of the park.
you.
Like that didn't seem difficult to you. I think the fight with Muscular
That was rough.
That was rough. Your voice was just dead.
Thanks, Colleen. I'll see you
You're
tomorrow.
My acting challenge and directing challenge were the same. The movie, we were trying to compress 4 weeks of work into 2 weeks, and I was desperately sick. I was really, really sick, and I had a double ear infection and couldn't hear out of either ear, so it was like that, like talking like this. So directing like that was even harder than acting like that, actually. But acting like that was not a joy. Yeah.
Shigaraki lines are easy. You hardly ever see his mouth, and he's quiet.
Yeah.
He's not that bad.
If I ask him for a 5th take, he's like, Seriously, Colleen.
Come on, Colleen. Get with the program.
How would you like it different?
Mine was not a line, but a session where I record in Houston sometimes because I live in Houston, and our studio is in Dallas. And we were doing a session, and I was not doing the voice right. There was a lot of screaming and yelling, and Colleen was like, "It doesn't sound right." And I think so much of what she thinks, and I was mortified. I felt so weird that I had lost the voice and I couldn't figure it out. So anyway, we finished that session, and I went home and started rewatching the whole show. And so that the next time I went in the following week, I could be like, "Ha ha, I'm back, please don't."
And it was immediately, like you started talking, I was like, yes,
There
we
it
found her."
is, there it is. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
This is mainly for Brandon since he's the one who got on one knee.
I
did
Wow. That's,
Called out.
Wow. I mean, I know I'm marrying up, okay? You don't have to drive it home.
What is your ideal wedding?
Oh,
Have you read The
that's not
Night
how that
Circus?
I don't think you know the amount of anxiety that question fosters because we're literally trying to plan a wedding right now. Well, okay, so in my family, there's a tradition that men get married in the Scottish garb, like the formal Scottish garb, because my last name is McInnis. It's very Scottish. We have a clan tartan pattern wool thing. It's called the plaid. It is a pattern that hangs off your shoulder called the plaid, which sounds very pretentious to me. Then there's like a big crest, and so it's going to be a big Scottish thing with like the pinning and the crest thing. Yeah. But that's really as far as I've thought out so far.
We also kind of want our French bulldog to be our ring bearer. Yeah, it's just because he won't run away. He'll just be like, so we'll have to like wheel him out.
Where's the rings? Right there. Okay.
Oh, he ate it, damn it.
Genji, why?
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I want to thank Eric for coming because you had an emergency last
Thanks, yeah.
SacAnime, and I really missed you.
Thanks, I missed you.
And I also want to thank Colleen for coming because you were my absolute favorite voice actress as I was growing up. So
Lucy's all right, but
I
just understand.
So my question for everyone is, if out of all the voices, out of all the characters you all voiced, who would you want to be in real life?
Oh, God.
Tatum, it's okay if you don't want to answer because you've actually answered this before in previous SacAnimes, but you are
I hope you get it
welcome to
right.
if you
Are
want.
you keeping tabs? Wow.
Now I just hope you get it right.
I'm like,
What if you answer wrong?
I would like to be Miles Edgeworth. Yeah, from Ace Attorney. He has great hair. He really knows how to dress. He's a wealthy lawyer who doesn't ever win cases. So I'm not sure how. He seems to fail up and fail up and fail up and fail up. I think that would be great.
I think I would choose Lawrence from Spice and Wolf because I like the life he leads.
That was the correct
And I like
answer.
his personality. Is that what I said years ago?
That was the correct answer. That's awesome.
Sorry. Finral from Black Clover? Yeah, just trying to make it through with his portals and his hitting on ladies. I don't know. That doesn't really fit into my paradigm, but I like the portals thing. I'm really stuck on the portals thing with the butter when you come home and you forgot the butter.
I would. Okay. I don't know. Let's be Mika from Sarah for the End because he's very pretty.
Very pretty. You're already very pretty.
But I could be prettier.
That's true.
Not true. You're perfect.
I would choose Yuko from Holic because who would not want to be like an all-knowing, all-powerful dimensional witch?
Yeah.
Who just drinks sake all day. Like, that's the life.
Drink sake, make fun of people, and
There's nothing wrong with that.
sounds like the life.
I'd probably pick Diablo from How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. And if you haven't watched the show, watch it and you'll know.
I think being Ochako would be really cool. I would like to fight evil. That sounds good. Or maybe a goddess. I could be Hestia from. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Thank you, everyone.
Goddess. Goddess.
I don't think I have time for my question, right?
Well, we made it to the puppy.
I was told I didn't have enough time for my question.
Yeah, you do.
Not for your
You
question,
have enough
but for
time.
the puppy can ask a question.
So, she's a blue Merle Pomeranian with heterochromia eyes, and this is Sapphire.
Hi, Sapphire.
So,
Oh my goodness.
I just wish I could I ask my question at all?
Yes.
Yes.
Ask it.
So, did you guys have fun voice acting for the movie that came out? Like, I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Loved it.
Oh yeah.
No, it was awful. I was sick.
Oh, I had a great time. It was amazing.
I wasn't in it.
Poor Colleen.
It was awesome.
I had a ball. I had an absolute ball.
Not enough Eraserhead.
I loved
right.
it. I loved it.
Thank you guys. I loved
Thank
the
you.
movie. It was awesome, but it was kind of crazy. Like the episode came out and then boom, the movie. I was like, I'm cosplaying for the movie. I went and cosplayed, and I was like, I had to, and I thought I was gonna be the only one. I don't know if they're here, but the people that were at the movie theater were with me, so it was kind of cool.
Yay. Thank you guys. I want your
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We are going to
We
be
have photo
doing
ops.
our photo ops right after this in room 219.
Photo
If you'd
ops.
like to.
319. Room 319.
I'm going to be in 219. They're going to be in 319.
So we will
you,
be
guys.
making a beeline for photo ops.